An Ardmore teacher is under investigation for a social media post. A federal grant is bringing relief to an area prone to flooding. And award nominations for a popular show about Indigenous life. This is the KGOU PM News Brief for Thursday, July 18th. I'm Deborah Shar. Oklahoma Attorney General Gentner Drummond is appealing the federal pause on a controversial state immigration law. State Capitol reporter Lionel Ramos has more on Drummond's efforts to enforce the measure, criminalizing people's unlawful presence in Oklahoma.
Drummond's appeal takes the legal battle over Oklahoma's law criminalizing all unauthorized immigrants in the state to a higher federal appeals court. Drummond holds firm in his position that Oklahoma can and must protect itself from what he's saying is an invasion at the southern border. While the Western District Court of Oklahoma refuted Drummond's argument in its June decision to halt enforcement of House Bill 4156, the state attorney general hopes the 10th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals sees things differently. Whatever the Denver-based appeals court decides, either party, the federal government or the state of Oklahoma, can appeal that decision too. From there, the U.S. Supreme Court can either hear the case or pitch it back to a lower court for further deliberation. In Oklahoma City, I'm Lionel Ramos.
An Ardmore teacher could have her teaching license revoked after a post she made on social media about the recent assassination attempt of former President Donald Trump. KGOU's Nick Daniels reports.
Ardmore City Schools has launched an investigation following a social media comment made by teacher Allison Scott. The post, which has now been deleted, appeared to condone violence against a political figure. Scott commented on a post related to the shooter in Trump's attempted assassination, saying, quote, "wish they had a better scope." State Superintendent Ryan Walters and the State Department of Education have investigated the incident. Walters told KOCO he plans to revoke her teaching certificate.
We will not tolerate in Oklahoma schools, and we will swiftly respond and get those teachers out of the classroom if any teacher thinks that is appropriate behavior.
The State Board of Education will address the revocation of the teacher's license in their upcoming meetings. I'm Nick Daniels.
Repeated devastating floods have plagued the residents of Miami in northeast Oklahoma. As Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Grayson Wheeler reports, the city has received a $6.3 million FEMA grant to help.
Those funds come through Oklahoma Emergency Management and will address flooding at 5 road sites crucial for getting in and out of Miami. These improvements should prevent road closures, allowing emergency responders to reach the city more quickly during floods. The federal money will cover 90% of the cost for these projects, and the city is ponying up the other 10%. Miami leaders expect the road drainage improvements will take 3 years to complete. City Manager Tyler Klein says Miami is also working on flooding solutions with the Grand River Dam Authority after a judge ruled its management of the Pensacola Dam has contributed to the frequent flooding upstream. In Oklahoma City, I'm Grayson Wheeler.
Oklahoma-based show Reservation Dogs has 4 Emmy nominations this year. Oklahoma Public Media Exchange's Sarah Lisi reports on what this recognition means to Indigenous people.
Devery Jacobs took to social media with a simple, powerful message. Native stories are valid and worth being recognized on Hollywood's main stage. Jacobs is a Mohawk actress, star, and writer on Reservation Dogs, and that sentiment has been shared across Indian country in the wake of nominations for her show. The series has been snubbed at the Emmys in the past, despite receiving numerous awards from the Writers Guild of America and Peabody's. But 2024 is different. Defera Wunatai, who is OG Cree, First Nations, and Guywanese, was nominated for lead actor in a comedy series for his role as Bear Smallhill. The show itself is up for Outstanding Comedy Series, and the creatives behind the cinematography and picture editing are also up for Emmys. In Oklahoma City, I'm Sarah Lisi.
You can find more Oklahoma news on our website, kgou.org, and on the KGOU AM NewsBrief podcast. I'm Deborah Shar.
Here at Shortwave Space Camp, we escape our everyday lives to explore the mysteries and quirks of the universe. We find weird, fun, interesting stories that explain how the cosmos is partying all around us. From stars to dwarf planets to black holes and beyond, we've got you. Listen now to the Shortwave podcast from NPR.